Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and in today's video we're going to talk about the first things you should do when you receive your Samsung Galaxy Fold 2 5G. Let's get right to it. Now in today's video I'm going to share with you a series of settings that I've changed for my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2 5G. These are going to be things that are like the basics, things that you should change to get the best experience. So let's go ahead and start with the very first one. Now the very first setting that we're going to turn on is battery percentage. And the way you do this is you swipe from the top, you go into the little settings cog that you see right there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to type in show battery percent. I already typed it in there for us. We'll choose it. And the neat thing about this is it's going to take us exactly to the area that we have to go in. And it happens to be under the status bar. So you'll notice here where it says show battery percent, if I turn this off, the percent disappears. If I turn it on, it appears. You definitely want to have that on. Now the next setting that I turn on is my dark mode. So I'm going to go into this area right here, and I'm going to go into settings, and I'm going to go into display. And you'll notice that I have two settings here. I have light and I have dark. If I choose light, what will happen is your screen is going to look like this, and it's going to use up a lot more battery. If you choose dark, everything will be dark. Any part of the application and even your web browser will go into a dark mode, and it's going to extend the battery life of your phone. So make sure you turn on the dark mode. Now we're going to remain in the display area for a couple more settings, and one of the things that we're going to look at is the adaptive smoothness area. We're going to go in there just for a second. I just want to explain something here. So this is the area where your phone is going to be able to operate anywhere from 60 all the way up to 120 hertz. The faster the screen or the hertz that you see here, the more smoother the screen is going to be when you navigate. But I have to tell you, I have shown people the 60 versus the 120, and very few people can pick that up. Now, the reason why I highlight this and why you may want to change this is because if you go to the standard mode, you may not tell the difference, and it will extend your battery life. The faster your phone has to work to be able to provide that refresh rate, the more battery it's going to use. So what I would say is check it out. Go into standard mode, apply it, see if you notice a difference. If you do, go back into adaptive. But there is a difference in battery life. So just check that out. Now the other area in display that I would also change is going to be your screen mode. So you go into screen mode, and you have two modes. You can go natural. And the natural setting is really for those folks that are maybe coming from an Apple or another phone that doesn't have the rich, vibrant colors that you're used to with Samsung. Samsung happens to make things a little bit, the reds are redder, the blues are bluer, the blacks are deeper. And if it's something that's unsettling to you and you want to switch, all you have to do is go to natural, and you can see how it looks like. And then if I go to vivid, you can see how it looks like there. So you can choose the type of settings that you want for the experience that you're looking for. Now, still in the display area, there's something else that I changed. We're going to go now into screen layout and zoom. Let's go ahead and choose this. Now, there's two different modes that you have here. You can have one where you can see more content, and you can see what the look looks like right here. And then you have one where things are made to look larger. I'm going to switch it. Right? And notice how it changed the format a little bit. So it's a little bit different. And I'm going to go back. And you see how it became more condensed? So depending on what you're looking for and how you want to use this phone, and obviously your vision, you may want to switch between one that is zoomed to one that it's not. My preference is to see more context than it is to have something so magnified because I have such a large screen. Now when dealing with a large screen, one of the other things that you may want to do is enable how your notification pane or shade comes down. So notice, typically you'd have to swipe from the top to bring this down. But what I'm doing is right in the middle, I'm bringing it down, and it's doing the same thing. So what you can do is, notice again, just in the middle it's doing it. I don't have to go to the very top. But in order to enable this, you have to go here in this area. Press and hold on the screen, choose home screen settings, and then you're going to notice that it says swipe down for notification panel. I'm going to turn that off just so you can see what happens when I don't have that on. I'm going to swipe down, and you notice that I just got my apps. My notification panel, in order to get it, I have to go up here. So if you go back in there and you go home screen settings, and then you basically say swipe for notification panel, and we get out. Now when I swipe down, my notification panel comes down with it. It's a lot easier, especially for such a large screen. Now this next setting is going to speed up how quickly you can unlock your phone. And let me show you how you do this. We're going to swipe to the top. We're going to go into settings. We're going to come down to the finder. We'll do it easy. We're going to type in fingerprints. So there we have fingerprints. And once you go into the fingerprints, what we're going to do is we're going to log in. And then we're going to turn on, notice what it says right here, Fingerprint Always On. Now what that does is it's going to eat up some battery. I haven't noticed a significant battery drop at all, but it keeps the fingerprint sensor on the side enabled. So you don't have to press the power button to unlock it. So right now you have to press the power button, and as you press the power button, once it's depressed, the fingerprint sensor reads. Let me show you how mine works, how fast it is. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go home, I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to show you how quickly it unlocks. You see that? Let's do that again. It's powered off, and I'm just going to put my finger right here, and it's almost instant on. So again, what it's doing is it's keeping your fingerprint sensor enabled, so as soon as you touch it, it reads it, and it logs in really fast. Now this next feature will wake up your phone as soon as you pick it up so that it's easier and faster to access. So you're going to go into settings. We're going to go into that magnifying glass. We're going to choose motions and gestures, and we're going to go into it. And then you'll notice here that there's a lift to wake function. So if we choose the lift to wake function, as soon as you grab your phone, it's going to wake up. You don't have to press the power button. So if you get a text message, if you get anything that is alerts or notification and you just want to get into your phone really quickly, as soon as you grab it, it's going to wake up. If you have it off, it won't. It's going to require you to press that power button. Now this next area is going to keep your phone running fast and smooth every single day. So we're going to swipe down, we're going to go into settings. When we go into settings, we're going to go down to device care, right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on these three dots. Under the three dots, what you're going to do is go into advanced. And once you go into advanced, you have auto optimize, which is going to clear your memory once a day. You also have auto restart, and I have this enabled on my phone. It automatically, every Saturday in 3 o'clock in the morning, the phone is going to reboot. So it's no different than you rebooting your Mac or your PC. It just clears things up, and it's a great thing to do. And then you have optimize, this optimize settings area that I turned on as well. And this is basically going to change the settings of your phone, your performance of your phone when you're not using it. And that's also going to extend your battery life. So make sure that you have auto optimize on, auto restart enabled with the date that you want it to restart, and then also that you have these optimized settings so that when your phone is not in use, the CPU gets adjusted. All the things that you're not using slow down so that, again, your battery life is extended. Now I'm also going to show you how you can do device optimization on demand. Notice how I have a little widget here, and as soon as I tap it, it's going to clear up the memory. Now the way you get this is by pressing and holding on the home screen, going into widgets, and then all you have to do is type in DE, and device care will show up. When you tap on this widget, you have two choices. You have this little shortcut that you can add, or this other control. You press and hold on this, you drag it where you want on your screen, right? You can choose the appearance that you'd like, right? And then once you leave, you have a little button there that's going to allow you to reset, actually clear out the memory every single time you press it. Now, one other feature that you'll want to enable is app continuity. App continuity basically allows you to see something on the large screen, and when you close your phone, for it to continue in the inside as well. So how do you enable that feature? Let me show you. Now, to enable app continuity, we're going to go into the settings area. We're going to go into display. You're going to swipe down into where you see continue apps on cover screen. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to select the apps that you want to continue. So for example, I'm going to choose Amazon Shopping, and you can go down through the list looking for all the apps that you want to continue in the front side as well. So I turned on AT&T Watch TV, and you can just go through each one of these and then select them. So do that, and what will happen is as you're watching that app or looking at that app, and using it, when you close your phone, it's going to flip to the front. So guys, those were my tips and tricks for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. These are the first things you should do to get the best experience. We have more tips and tricks coming. We have tons of accessories to review, so make sure you check out these playlists.